So, what are some steps that I can share if you want to just get started in opening up that side of yourself and honoring that side of yourself? So, the first step that I can share is find something that we all have around us that we can pay more attention to. That if we start to tune into the frequency of, we can start to have realizations unfold within ourselves naturally, and that is nature. So we can start to ponder things. We can start to realize that nature isn't just the tree or the forest or the garden. Actually, we are nature as well. We're all a part of this system. And so then you can start to look at things in a slightly different way. Think about what you are taking in. The things that you take in through your senses, you become that. So there's a characteristic that things have that we can integrate within ourselves that will give us a sense of freedom and beauty and connection that maybe we haven't been able to purchase in a store or see on a movie before. We can only get that direct access through nature and what it gives to us. Like the flower of a tree. The flower of this pomegranate tree, this beautiful little red flower, actually is the pomegranate. The flower turns into the fruit, and then we eat the fruit and we flower. We become what we eat. I'm not saying we become a pomegranate, but the vibration that these fruits and these vegetables have, especially if they're not sprayed with toxins, the vibration of these fruits and vegetables and clean water and things that are higher in pH can reset the chemistry in our body to align us to feel more open and to feel more vibrant, like the fruit is itself. And the beautiful thing also to think about for a fruit or a vegetable is it's a self-sustaining mechanism. So we eat the fruit and the seeds go away. You can put the seeds in the soil and regrow another tree and grow thousands more pomegranates. You can take the leaves off of a carrot after you're done eating it and put it in water and it will grow roots, and then you can regrow the carrot. So other sensory input from nature, which helps us start to feel more connected to a different system than the one that we're thinking that the world is, which is just society and culture. When we can put ourselves as a member of a family, of a greater family of nature, and connect there, a massive amount of freedom opens up. You can start to look at trees and not just the way they reach up to the sky for the light and reach out and they're so strong, but the roots under the ground. And imagining the roots staying grounded on the earth, yet reaching up to the sky. We can mirror that ourselves. We can stay grounded, put your bare feet on the ground, feel that, it's amazing to do that as well for yourself. We're rooted on the ground and we reach up. We reach up to the light, and we can think about that for ourselves as well. As you want to know about going on to a spiritual journey or looking more closely into that spiritual journey, that's what you're doing. You're going from your roots, where we are operated from mostly day to day, and then you're raising your inquiry up to the intellect, to the higher realms, to reach up to a lighter, more expansive experience, which once you start really does open up an entire new world for you. There are more steps that you can take. Basically, it's about what are you taking in is what you become. What are you taking in your senses? What are you becoming? What you surround yourself with, what you listen to, is what you become. And we are all transmitters. And so whatever I'm doing for myself to shift my body to be aligned with is what I'm vibrating out into the entire system. So what I take on, I take with me wherever I go. And that's ultimately how we can influence the world around us, by starting with ourselves and what we're making up ourselves to be, clearing out old patterns which have us feeling stuck, monitoring our thoughts. It's taken me 15 years and I'm still learning more every day about how to feel free in this world, in this body that doesn't feel free, that feels very trapped, where there's so much suffering that we have on this planet. How can we feel free regardless of what we're going through? How can we access a different experience? How can we look into a different world and offer that to ourselves while we're here, and be an example and give permission to others to start looking into that as well? So, Abby, Vanessa, I hope that you got something out of my answer, and I'd love to hear what you have to say about it in the comments or get in touch. Peace and love.